This is Terrifier 3. On our 31 spooky movies of Halloween. Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins, and anyone who accidentally clicked on this video thinking it was something with Jack Black doing a makeup tutorial, welcome back. Today's cinematic trash fire is Terrifier 3. Yes, Terrifier 3. This is the movie franchise that dares to ask, what if clowns weren't scary, weren't funny, but were just exhausting? Now, before we dive in, let me just say something shocking. Terrifier 3 is easily the best of the series, and before you accuse me of losing my mind, let me clarify. Saying that Terrifier 3 is the best of the Terrifier movies is like saying that the third time you fell down the stairs was the best one because you only broke your wrist instead of your skull. It's the best, but it's still pretty darn bad. So the movie starts, which was the first mistake, and right away you're reminded what this franchise is. It's just mean-spirited. It's not scary, it's not funny, it's not suspenseful, it's just mean. Like if a 13-year-old edgelord drew stick figure murder cartoons in a notebook and the studio says, yes, let's give him $5 million. This movie is the 9-year-old kid who pulls wings off of flies and then keeps them around and calls them walks. The kills, sure, they're inventive in the same way a toddler finger painting with his own feces is inventive. The gore, buckets, rivers, oceans. The EPA should file a lawsuit against this movie. But here's the thing. It's never scary. None of it is fun. And half of it feels like a dare gone too darn far. Now, no discussion of Terrifier 3 would be complete without talking about the man himself, Art the Clown. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I think this entire franchise limps and drags along purely through the talent of David Howard Thornton, the actor who plays Art. He is so good at pantomime and physical comedy. It's too bad the movie doesn't give him anything actually funny to do. He moves like a creepy cartoon character. He has expressions that would make Jim Carrey say, hey, can you tone it down? But here's the problem, the movie doesn't give him anything. He's not funny. He's not scary. He's not supernatural in any interesting way until the sequel decides to make him supernatural. He's just there, trying his hardest, and I feel bad for him. He's like a mime who got fired from kids' parties because he bit the children. David Howard Thornton, you deserve to be in better films, and I really hope I see you in better films one of these days. Now, let's talk about Victoria. Remember that creepy little girl? Yeah, the one who never spoke. She just stood there being nightmare fuel, this weird mirror image of Art who was equal parts unsettling and weird. The kind of character that you would see at the end of a dark hallway and just immediately nope, right out of existence. We'll say goodbye to her, because now we have Victoria. And let me tell you, downgrade. Massive, massive downgrade. Victoria never shuts up. She's basically the movie's walking Wikipedia entry. Every time she's on screen, she's explaining lore that absolutely zero people asked for, in a movie series that, quite frankly, didn't need lore to begin with. Do you want to know what made the little clown girl work? Silence. The unknown. The what the potatoes is that thing? But Victoria? No. She's got a monologue for everything. She's like that one friend who insists on explaining the entire backstory of a video game while you're just trying to eat chips and play. There's a cat at my feet. Sorry if you're wondering what I was doing. I wasn't checking to see if my fly was down. It is, but that has nothing to do with this video. The worst part, this is Terrifier. No one came here for lore. No one cares if Art is a demon from wherever. We don't care. Nobody sat down and said, gee, I hope Art the Clown gets a fully fleshed out mythology. No! We came here for spooky clown antics. And instead we get Victoria spouting exposition like she's auditioning for Horror Clown TED Talk 2025. It's a downgrade in every possible way. The creepy little girl actually gave me chills. Victoria just gives me a headache. And that's another problem with this movie, the tone. It's all over the place. Do you know how good horror movies balance tone? Like, you can laugh, you can scream, and then you can be genuinely unsettled. I mean, my gosh. VHS Jason and I just talked about An American Werewolf in London on the VHS Vault, and it balances tone like a master. Terrifier 3, don't do that. This movie is too ridiculous to be taken seriously, but at the same time, it's too mean-spirited to be fun. At least make it fun. No, that torture porn is not fun. I know some of y'all like it, but some of y'all need therapy. Terrifier 3 is like being stuck at a party where someone keeps telling offensive jokes that drop the N-bomb and none of them are funny and you can't leave because your ride already left. And let me tell you, the runtime of this film feels like a genuine hostage situation. I was hoping someone would come save me. You know what the really wild thing about Terrifier is? Terrifier actually thinks it's scary. It actually thinks it's nailing the atmosphere, but I've seen scarier things at Spirit Halloween when the animatronic witch malfunctions and just starts screaming, "Insert batteries." Jump scares, none. Suspense, 0. Creeping dread, forget it. The only thing is realizing that people in the theater were actually enjoying it. That is the true horror of this horror film. The fact that this mean-spirited, exploitive hack job is being enjoyed by people. And don't come at me, guys. I love Friday the 13th movies. I love Freddy movies. I even love the Hatchet movies. But they're fun. This is just bad. Now let's address the elephant in the room, or more accurately, the elephant chainsawed in half and then stapled back together while circus music plays in the background. Yes, the gore is outrageous. The makeup effects team, talented as all get out. They deserve better movies along with David Howard Thornton. They're out there creating the Mona Lisa of intestines, the Sistine Chapel of eyeball trauma for what is essentially a Waffle House of a movie. But you know what it feels like? It feels like a high school kid showing off how many times he can say the F word in one sentence. And after the third time, it's not impressive anymore. It's just sad. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Davy Jones keeps scaring SpongeBob over and over and over again, and after a while SpongeBob is like this. That's me in this movie. Now, here's what's really bizarre. In a movie that celebrates death and cruelty and gore in some admittedly creative ways, several major characters die off screen. Let that sink in. You'll watch Art peel a guy like a banana for 20 minutes. But when it comes to important deaths, cut to black, done, gone, get over it. It's like this movie got bored with its own cruelty. And then, if that weren't insulting enough, the film has the brass gall to end on a cliffhanger. Yeah, a cliffhanger, meaning that the ultimate act of cruelty isn't even the gore or the meanness, it's the fact that the filmmakers are planning another sequel. So if you thought this was the end of Art, surprise! Your suffering is eternal! About halfway through this movie, I had this thought. Do I hate myself? Because I'm sitting here watching Art the Clown do unspeakable things to yet another screaming victim, and I realized I was rooting for the credits to start. Do you ever want the credits to hurry up so badly that whenever the Dolby logo shows up, you start clapping? That was me. So I'm not going to be totally unfair here because there are some things about this movie that does work. The lighting and cinematography, honestly, very solid. The gore effects, as I said, masterpiece, disgustingly creative, and David Howard Thornton, he's terrific. He's a massive talent. Massive talent, that's right. But everything else, it's a garbage fire. The dialogue is atrocious. The story is non-existent, and the pacing is about as smooth as a car crash in slow motion. Now, if you're the type of person who loves Terrifier movies, nothing I say will matter. You're probably writing an angry comment right now. You know what? I welcome it. You're gonna see this movie, you're gonna love this movie, you're gonna tattoo Art's face on your arm and tell me that I don't get it. And you're right, I don't get it. Because I don't understand how anyone finds this fun. This isn't horror, this isn't comedy, this isn't camp, it's just gross and mean. That's it. Just gross and mean. It's like eating expired mayonnaise and calling it fine dining. That being said, as I said, Terrifier 3 is the best of the franchise, but it's still not scary, still not funny, too ridiculous to be serious, too mean-spirited to be fun. It's a movie that wants you to admire how edgy it is, but really it just feels like being trapped in a Hot Topic at 3 a.m. while Marilyn Manson plays on a loop. And I'm not even talking about good Marilyn Manson, I'm talking like 2010 Marilyn Manson. I mean, if you're into it, good for you. Great, I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely happy that you get joy out of something I didn't, but if not, don't bother. Go watch literally anything else. Go watch Paint Dry because that has more tension than this movie. So there it is. Terrifier 3. A bloody carnival of nonsense that left me snarky, annoyed, and a little sticky for reasons I'd rather not discuss. Now, would I recommend Terrifier 3? Only if you're doing a study in how far a movie can go without technically being illegal. Otherwise, hard pass. Very hard pass. Gore is not scary, mean-spirited is not fun, and we don't need deep lore for shallow subjects. Terrifier 3 was not for me. And that's why I will not be adding it to my list of 31 spooky movies of Halloween, but you know what? If you want to, go off, I guess. What the heck do I know? Isn't it funny that Art the Clown is named after something it's destroying? You know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe, and of course, click the video link below and become a patron on Patreon. Just $5 a month gets you all this. A little bit early, plus you can become a YouTube channel member. Either way, you get these videos early. And of course, when Terrifier 4 comes out, I guess I'll be talking about that one too, because everybody loves to watch me suffer. Thanks. Those are good videos. You should watch them.